Keep talking about Spanish people, and I just thought this car was gonna have some hydraulics. I'm sorry.
That's racist, bro.
I know, it's a little racist. But think about how cool that would be. Yo,
Yeah, imagine
the
how
back of the
cool
truck.
an anime car with hydraulics would be, said Erden.
Yes! The boobs just bouncing in the back while you bounce the wheels. Oh god. Bouncing plot in the back, as they say. Hey, Brody. I'm just saying, if you did that, if you put some hydraulics on this car, oof. These guys would worship you as a god.
Maybe later.
All right, so roughly 20 minutes later, as the car has left the garage, the phone rings. One of the mechanics picks up and then shouts to all of you to pack your shit and get out. Car is waiting for you.
All right. Well, I get my baggies of drugs and go to see this car.
Did you ever get any of that really good drug? Any of those really good drugs you were offered before?
No, I think that was a one-time thing.
Ah.
And with how he handled it might be best if he doesn't get more of it.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't think he should get any more of it, but he might want more. I don't know what he was tripping through. Like, he could have had the best time of his life in his own head.
Oh god, that reminds me, there's a clip I should send you guys later from the Eric Andre show. I think I might have sent it to Mambo.
The show is a drug trip.
All right, so I do believe it's roughly like maybe 8:30 when you get out there again, and yeah, in the courtyard, see the truck, basically like a large semi. How the hell did I describe it like a semi truck and trailer, bright pink, with anime girls on the side of the trailer.
Now, what kind of anime girls?
The good kind, obviously.
What kind of the good kind?
Top tier waifu material.
Okay,
Excellent.
there you go. Thank you for informing us.
None
Have a nice
of this
visual.
mid-shelf shit, like only the top shelf stuff.
Oh god. Top shelf waifu material. They have to be waifu. They can't just be hoes.
And yeah, the guy who wanted to go get pizza just leans out the cab and just gestures for you to pile in. And you see two others standing by the cab as well, and they seem to have a short conversation. The door to the cab is open. Yeah, as you get over there, who's driving the truck, or are you letting him drive?
I thought Brody was, because drunk guy probably is not the best idea. Driving.
I mean, we could make this a whole lot more interesting with a drunk driver.
I don't think we want to venture into that territory.
It's probably not best to let a drunk driver.
We have an injured person in the
when
back.
We have possibly identifiable stolen parts in the back.
That too. Everything by the book, Brody, please. I'll be in the back with my sister, and I think Ben was also in the back, and he could take one of those beanbag chairs. I don't know how comfortable it would be, but hey. Yeah, I don't think he's very...
Yeah, it's probably for the best that Brody is driving.
Elvis Face Miller?
Yeah, that's the other one, but
What's up? Me and my friends
same
used
kind
to
of same. I just
feed
didn't want to
LSD
do
to
a
this
new
little
character.
retarded girl.
Okay.
Yeah. I arm under and go,
Yeah, that's
"Knight there,
from
knight there, knight."
forget which session it was, but that was one of the passengers. You know, body of what did I say, like Andrew the Giant or some such. Stone Cold Steve Austin and then Elvis, late career Elvis.
Oh,
basically.
so you named him Elvis Space Miller. At least you gave him a last name. No first name, though. Or is that his first name?
I mean, you don't know. You never
I
bother
don't.
asking.
You're right. I mean, yeah. But already, yeah, that guy did not pass any kind of save.
All right, so yeah, he scoots over as you approach, and yeah, one of the guys standing by the truck, or sorry, by the cab, says, "We have the cargo manifest here for you. If customs would ask, everything should be legal and above board. We have, yeah, this is not the first time we move stuff off world that might be questionable, so you shouldn't have any issues with it, unless there is some overexcited customs official, then you might have some issues. But at that point, it's none of our business anymore. So good luck, drive safe." And then they both give you a smart salute and walk off.
See, this is the kind of honesty I appreciate in the underworld.
Makes you think it's honesty.
Yeah, there is. So how I imagine this truck would be two seats up front, and then they have a sleeping quarter thing, maybe like a hard surface bed or something in the back of that, like a sleeper cab. And then there is a small compartment in the trailer itself where you can hang out with bean bags for the trip.
I mean, I also try to heal my sister with my magics, my psychics, to see if we can get her to talk on the journey.
I mean, you could do that. So Brody and the drunk person in front, or the rest of you hanging out in the truck itself or in the trailer?
So the trailer is where we have all those things, and you said there's a compartment in between.
So there is a sleeping quarter in the truck where
Okay.
you can reasonably have like two or three people, depending on how cramped you want. And then there is a hollowed compartment in the trailer as well, where you can have some beanbag chairs and just hang out if you want to ride with the cargo instead of the truck.
Yeah. So I think what was it, Brody and the guy will be in the truck. They'll be in the front, and me, my sister, and I think Ben will want to just relax. So I think we'll be in the back. And I'll be keeping an eye. Obviously, I assume this has slits and stuff that I can open and just look around, just to see if everything's going all right.
So the two of you then, are you going in the trailer or the truck itself? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm saying the trailer. So you said there's a hollow compartment in the trailer. So the way I imagine this is, the truck is the truck head is like a regular truck with three seats, the driver and two passengers. And there's a giant trailer behind it, which you said has a hollow thing towards the back of it, near the truck side, or towards the front, sorry, where you can have, like you said, a beanbag chair and a little sitting area, and then the rest of it would be cargo. At least that's how I was imagining it. Sorry. I'm saying I'd be in the trailer part. Towards the front of the truck.
How it is, it's two separate things. So you have the truck, which two seats in the front, and then a sleeping thingamajig behind the two.
Oh.
And then there is the attachable trailer behind that, and then in the trailer itself, where you have the cargo, there's a hollowed out compartment where you can have some people hanging out.
All right, so I'll ask Ben. Ben, do you want to be at the truck sleeping quarters, or do you want to go stay with the cargo? Sleep with the cargo.
I can sleep with the cargo.
All right. Yeah, if he's gonna sleep with the cargo, me and my sister will be in the front because I'd rather her be in a nicer area, heal up better. Even though I'll be trying to also heal her with, psychics, psionics. Sorry, I forgot. And that's it. I think that's. Then Brody and obviously the Elvis face, not really Miller, would be in the front with him. Probably, shot out of his mind, trying to talk some gibberish, but
I know. When you start driving away from the ranch, anime ranch, he just cranks up the music on the radio, and it's probably like some Portuguese like pop music or something, and it's just sitting belting the lyrics to every song that comes on while drinking whiskey.
Do you know if there's a particular station that plays in Monomar?
Unfortunately, not in this area of space and time.
Hey,
Speaks blues.
you use your compad connected to your speakers. Boom. Probably have some music in there.
Right, so I can't find what I was looking for, so that's fine. All right, so you set off after you load up everything. Then do you bring any refreshments with you, or is it just a comfy chair in the cargo space?
Yeah, so I've pretty much run out of my little baggies and most of the really good stuff, and so I'll just bring if I can find like a bottle of booze or some cigarettes or something around, I'll bring those with me. But if not, then I'll just be in there by myself, sober.
Oh no, sober.
Yeah, I think as you're climbing up into the trailer, I think Raoul comes up to you, and maybe you don't remember, was the one who gave you the good stuff.
I don't like him.
Yeah, and he says he basically bids you a safe journey, and thanks for being such a great guest, and he hands you a care package on the way for the trip.
All right. Yeah, I grab it excitedly and I put it to my coat to save it for later. And then 5 minutes after he walks out the door, I take it out and take the first dose.
Stop. Oh god, I hate you.
Fine, you have a long trip. It's probably gonna come down before you get there.
I don't know. Last time was 12 hours. Trip is like 10 hours long.
I mean, it really depends on what you roll and how much you take.
I think you were going to contemplate life. I guess now you're contemplating life.
I mean,
as a kite.
I was going to contemplate life normally, but now I can contemplate life while assisted with narcotics.
You say assisted. I don't know if that's the right choice of word.
All right. So yeah, after you load everything in, then you find your comfortable spot inside, and yeah, the truck starts driving off. Brody, you are inflicted by Portuguese. Fucking hell, I can't even say that word. Pop music at extreme volume. So if you have complaints, voice them before it gets too long, or maybe just shoot the guy. I don't know.
Do I have headphones? Can I just put headphones in and listen to my own music?
You're driving a car.
Technically, it's not his car, nor is it a car, it's a truck. So it's all good, Biggest vehicle has the right of way.
You know what? I've been playing Euro Truck Simulator, and that is 100% correct.
fucking a Honda Civic, comes and gives you a lift when you're just driving an 18-wheeler with 200 tons of cargo, just flatten the bastard. But yeah, the truck set out, and Brody, you have headphones on, living the good life with your own music. Ben, you have opened your care package, and there is some food, some snacks, and a couple of bottles of assorted hard liquor.
Oh boy. Yep, he set me up good for this journey.
Yeah. Whether or not any of them are spiked with anything, you don't know. It's gonna be an adventure when you try it.
You love spiking drugs in every scenario, don't you?
Yes, I spike drugs with drugs so that you can drug while drugging.
Yeah, like I said, you put the drugs in the coffee, and then you put
Coffee and the drugs,
yeah, and then you put the coffee in the drugs.
and you spin right around. If you're gonna take the damn drugs, take the damn drugs. See what the hell we have to deal with.
Right, so Brody, I need you to do two things for me, please. Thank you. First one, I would like you to do a pilot with intelligence, I think, to see if you can find the most optimal way of getting there.
Oh, I believe in his piloting skills. I believe. Oh, yeah, good. I did believe.
Yeah, you find. So, are you driving like the fastest way, or the more secure way going to the capital?
I think in this situation, I'd want to be making secure.
Thank you for not being a reckless Vermoose. Yeah, that's a
All right, so it will take you roughly. It took you 10 hours to get there first. This truck is has a bit heavier load. Yeah, I think maybe 9 hours or so back to the capital.
Was that a pun, Hellforge? A heavier load.
Who knows?
So I just imagine giant anime ass in the back of the truck. I blame you for this.
I mean, you blame me for everything, anyways.
It is your fault.
That's
Usually.
not true at all. All right, so that's the time for whatever that is in proper time. I don't know. Don't really care either. Yeah, you arrive later in the afternoon and or evening, depending on what the hell time it is.
6:30 at night.
All right. Brody, could you do me a notice with wisdom, please, as well as you're driving?
Can any of us also notice with wisdom?
Not if you're sitting in the back.
I did say I was checking up every now and then. Does that count? I mean, I don't know
Sure,
why I
why
want to
not?
roll. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I want to roll. Like, why do I even bother anymore?
I don't know. But yeah, as far as you can tell, there seems to be this part more back roads than anything else as you're driving. Well kept enough that you ain't gonna be having any issues, as far as you can tell as you're driving. But it's definitely not the most well kept roads in the world. Not the main area, and you don't see any suspicious vehicles hanging out, following you, thing like that. So, of course, and yeah, it seems to be like what's the English word? Cloudy with chance of rain towards the evening as you're approaching the capital.
So it's a foggy, misty.
Not misty, it's just cloudy overhead.
Okay.
So there is not much like sunlight or anything going
All
through.
right. Very bleak day.
Yeah, bleak day. Yeah, the day passes uneventfully unless Ben wanna consume some alcoholic beverages in the back.
Drugs and alcohol always make the day brighter.
Yeah, this is the perfect day to do some drugs.
Good luck.
Alright, so would I make a save if I'm gonna take some of these?
Yeah, physical save, please.
God damn it.
Right. So I think he was kind enough to mock some of the stuff, so you know which one is the heavy stuff and which one is the light stuff. So my question is, do you want to have a pretty serious trip or just space out for a bit?
Yeah, I think I'll start with some of the lighter stuff and work my way up.
All right. Can you roll me 2d4, please? All right. So you consume, you drink some of the stuff, and yeah, you're starting to see some purple crocodiles just hovering around your face for the next 3 hours.
Is it Barney? Oh, wait, that's not crocodile. That's a dinosaur. Forget it.
Close enough.
Yeah, see, this really really brightens up a overcast day like this.
Couple crocodiles just make the life better. Make the day shine bright and purple.
Yeah, so about maybe 2 hours into it, you take a quick detour and drop off the drunkard at his favorite pizza place, and you keep driving. And yeah, like I said, in the evening, you close to it, you arrive at the capital, come through the outskirts, the suburbs, the small, well-kept houses, and as you keep driving through the industrial area, you see the skyscrapers just rising in the distance, and on one of the smaller mountains nearby, you see the royal court, the royal castle where the king and his dynasty resides.
I want to make a call to like one of my cousins to get maybe a warehouse we can just put this truck in. Something for the day. Or maybe one of my warehouses, I don't know. I just don't want to use mine at the moment. 'Cause I assume they're being either washed or something.
Yes, you just want to know someone who can hook you up with a safe
Yeah.
place to stash the stuff.
Because we already have a buyer,
roll.
so we already contacted the buyer for the thing. We just have to go find him and haggle with him.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't recall what you rolled for it, but I think you rolled well enough to know where he is.
Okay.
You probably have some intelligence for that as well, so you know where he's at.
So you guys want to head out to the buyer and see if we can just offload these parts?
Yep, sounds like a plan.
All right. So yeah. So if I remember correctly, it was 20,000 for each of the big salvage, and then 6,000 for all the little things. And from that 6,000, you took off X amount for the parts that we use on the thing. I don't know if it was 2,000 you took off or 4,000 you took off. Hellforge. For upgrading our gear and stuff.
That map still sounds off to me.
I'm pretty sure it was 20,000. We got 3 pre-tech salvage vehicle parts, and it was 20,000 each. That's what I remember.
Yeah,
and then I asked
the 60 then.
Yeah, and then I asked, what about all the other little parts? And you said, we'll just make it. I think it was 6,000, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. And then after that, we said, can we upgrade our parts? And he said, yeah, you can use the scraps basically.
Yeah, so I think I said 10,000, then you take 10,000 for all the small stuff, and then you take from that pile, you took a bunch of stuff, upgrade your things, then I think 6 might have been the remaining or that.
Okay. I knew I remember 6 for something. So okay, that makes sense as well. All right, so 66,000 total then.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, we have-
estimate that Brody eyeballed in the warehouse as he was putting all the stuff down in the crates.
Okay, great. Then yeah, we can also always haggle and stuff. We have all the trade with Ben. Yes, I mean, I guess if you guys want to head over to the black market dealer and see if we can sell these parts before we, get out of here as fast as we can. What are you guys thinking? Good idea, bad idea? You want to relax for a bit? Is Ben back to normal? It's been 9 hours.
This is normal for me now.
I mean, that first hit was only 3 hours. Wasn't very good. Or it actually might have been. It just he spaced out for a bit for 3 hours. But if you wanted to keep going after that, you give me another save. Otherwise, you had your trip for it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to, after I finish the first trip, I'm going to get bored and maybe a little bit hungry. And so I'll get up and find something to eat. Someone can find me there if we need to go somewhere.
Hey, we did stop at the pizza place, so maybe we picked up a pizza for us. A couple of pizzas in the back. Let's go with that. For 16,000 credits.
if you wanted to grab a pizza on the go, I think it's like 20, let's say 30 credits for easy math for each pizza.
Yeah.
With extra topping.
You know what? Since you guys are helping out, I'll buy 2 pizzas for 60 credits.
This thing is worth its weight in explosives.
Where's my character sheet? There it is. That's 30 each, right?
Yeah, 30 each. And it has complimentary soda and salad.
I can get pizza for like $14 here. Ripping me off.
Well, ain't you Mr. Fancy?
Thank you. All right.
But
We
yeah,
are good.
Ben, you had food, snacks, and drink, and some complimentary drugs as well. All in the care package. So you have some food for the trip. And one thing, as you're sitting there in the compartment, you have full roam of the cargo trailer. And from what you can tell, all the stuff that you're carrying for your friend, or for your contact rather, is basically the same kind of stuff that you bought at his shop. The small Gundam statues, anime figurines, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Posters, DVDs.
Cargo. So basically cargo, high-end cargo.